they went into the change room.
And I think alongside Mulapule, but also Letwalo with that performance yesterday, and I'm sure he'll be thrown into the lot to try and create possibilities for them, because the onus on them being the home team. Yes, they changed team, but they still expect them to dominate as they have been throughout the competition.
Zambia still have attacking options, the likes of Brian Muila as well as Lungu. Well, it is a goalless here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Well, South Africa, no sense of urgency, and understandably why, because they've already qualified for the semi-finals. But should Zambia decide to throw a spanner in the works, they will have to come out of their shell in the second 45.
With Discovery, I don't just get car insurance. I also get the easiest claims process. I get to take pics and upload them for my claim.
And minor damage gets repaired in 5 days, guaranteed.
And I get to take selfies, because I may be having a bad car day, but I'm having a great hair day.
Speak to your financial advisor.
Or visit discovery.co.za
to get a quote.
They haven't just changed one thing, they've completely changed everything.
This July, keep your family safe at home with the hottest winter warmers when you add movies to your existing DSTV subscription. It's only 99 Rand.
Now's the time.
Why? Because the Festival of Magic returns to keep your kids entertained during these school holidays on Mnet Movies 1.
Am I right?
The funniest hot action scarings to keep you warm on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. on Mnet Movies 2.
I'm going to do it.
And there's always a reason to get cozy with our homegrown local movies on Flicknet. So stay safe, stay home, and don't miss out on these winter warmers. Simply add movies for 99 Rand via WhatsApp, the My DSTV app, or on our website.
Good to be home.
Only with DSTV.
Welcome wherever you are on Planet Football.
You can go anywhere in the world, but nobody feels football like we do.
There's no feeling like that feeling.
It's a rhythm that moves us.
A wild celebration!
The 90 hours banter before the 90-minute game.
Tony is very lucky that his father is a better person than Ole.
It's football or nothing.
Had a look, had a hit! Oh! What a finish!
Football. Le football.
Soccer.
Goal of a lifetime!
Wallon Dafa.
Splendid football. But the champagne ice, not done yet.
Nothing beats that.
Nothing compares to DSTV's unbeatable football offering. So stay connected to watch the best football on the planet.
William asks, what makes our school so special?
Are you ready? Yes, go, then push!
I say, it's not special. We encourage our students to excel at everything that they do. And they do.
Checkmate.
You see, in the right environment, you never know what your child might achieve, because what you get out is what you put in. And that is our recipe for success.
We welcome you back to the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Quebec. Day 8, match 20 of the 20th edition of the COSAFA Cup. South Africa against Zambia, old foes on the African continent. And no goals have come in the first half of this one. Looks like we're going to have a change of personnel, though, from the Zambian side. Don't forget that Kennedy Mwini seemed to have a bit of a problem during the first half. Which is the South African goalkeeper that's going to be changed? We do see the number 16. Both goalkeepers started in the number 16 jersey. There's the South African captain, Lebogang Mabwe. But I can tell you that on the touchline, South Africa are warming up Monapule Saleng. So definitely is going to be one change. And then the goalkeeper for Zambia definitely is a change. Gregory Sanjase, who started against Botswana yesterday in that 2-1 victory, is going to come on for Kennedy Mwini. Don't forget, Kennedy Mwini had that little niggle just before half-time, the veteran, as the second half of the match gets underway. And South Africa not been able to make the substitution that they were hoping to make, but they're getting onto the ball as early as possible, a little bit too enthusiastically in that penalty area, according to referee Brighton Chimene. So, Kennedy Mwini then, the 36-year-old Mamelodi Sundowns keeper, makes way for a man who's 12 years younger than him and plays at Young Green Eagles in Zambia.
With those changes,
So I think he's playing with 10 men.
We're waiting for Monapule Saleng still on the touchline to be introduced. Already, Pohlongo is out. He didn't come back for the second half.
Well, excuse me for being a bit confused with that situation. Ball inside here from the Zambians. Benedict Chapeshi on the right-hand side.
With brilliant defensive by Sibia. Soto at the back, he's done so well to read the game.
Well, Mr. Brighton Chimene obviously didn't count all the players, and South Africa has still not made the change. So here we're at least 1 minute and 15 seconds into the second half. And South Africa playing with 10 men for the opening 65, 75 seconds of the second half. Eventually bring on the Free State Stars midfielder come striker, the leading goal scorer in the first division last season, 13 goals to his credit in the Glad Africa Championship. And he comes on as a change player for Mazalake Pohlongo. Not sure if there was a problem, an injury problem for the Cheeks Galaxy man, because I thought he had a wonderful first half.
He had a fantastic first half down that right-hand side, bringing a couple of crosses in. I just think the technical are just happy with what he was dishing out in the first half, and they will keep him to be one of the options that they can introduce going to the semi-final.
Up to this match, Monapule Saleng had played in every single match in the starting lineup for Bafana Bafana in his debut for the national side, and picking up the attentions of the national selectors because of his performance with Yelakoto in the first division over the course of the season, as the ball is not kept in play by Kagiso Malinga. 26-year-old Swano's striker. That goal that he scored was from the tightest of angles that you could imagine when he popped the ball past the Botswana goalkeeper. Caught him maybe napping a little bit on the near post. That's my boy. Somewhat March almost pulls out of the challenge. He gets a second bite of the cherry. March, as he gets a little bit of support from Ayobalela Konkobe in the midfield. Those two working nicely in tandem. As away comes Njubulo Nobo.
Did you see the footwork of Nobo? Mapoloba, he's done so well. He's Mr. Cool. Stop nonsense. There he is, just putting that left foot to stop Mulenga.
Nicely, Nkopeni waiting for Chacha as well. Eventually the ball does get through him up towards Mabwe, and a little change of direction now from South Africa, and the ball's been played in behind Simanyoni. But I can understand to a degree that pass that was made, because Mabwe had made a little diagonal run into the penalty area, and maybe the distributor of the ball there, Monapule Saleng, had thought that Simanyoni was making a dummy run. Nonetheless, the ball went between two players, and it looked a little bit silly eventually. Player down is Chilangoshi, the left-sided fullback for Zambia.
I always say, Kevin, that he's not dangerous. You don't have to go at the back and commit a foul.
Especially not at that sort of area as well. I mean, at the halfway line, for goodness sakes, and you're giving away possession unnecessarily. 4 minutes into the second half, no score at the moment. That looks like a handball.
Handball from the chest of Shonga into his left hand. Sometimes the player just tries to outwit the referee with one or two advantages, unfair advantages.
Let's give a little credit to a journalist from Cape Abi Basson. FIFA won the Player of the Match award against Barocca in the Nedbank Cup, and to Pretoria Callies as well. Both wins for Cape Town Spurs. So thanks very much to Abi Basson for that piece of information. Yeah. He's quite a long pedigree. Sports journalist, content creator, head of social media, podcast host, writer, tax alumni, Arsenal support. Okay, it stops right there. Okay, let's just move on from Abi Basson for now. As soon as he mentioned Arsenal, no, I'm just joking. Abi Basson, thanks very much for the info. And yeah, we like to pay credit to Lincoln FIFA, upcoming goalkeeper. South Africa. With players forward here, and Sanjase, who's only been on the pitch for the 5.5 minutes that we've had of the second half after taking over from Kennedy Wine, makes his first interception, and a very nice piece of anticipation from the 24-year-old goalkeeper.
Mulenga doing defensive duties at the back, and the captain, Mabue, bumping him off the ball. I love what I'm seeing from Mabue. He's improved his game in that department where he can go and become physical to try win that ball. Defensively, he's improved.
3 teams have already qualified for the semi-finals. You know that Group B has come to a conclusion already, with the Senegal winning their last match over Malawi by 2-1. That goal in the dying moments. Mozambique winning over Namibia to see Namibia bow out of the competition by the tournament rules of how the groups are put together. In South Africa in Group A have already qualified as well. So it comes down to Eswatini, Botswana or Zambia, and at the moment Eswatini leading over Botswana by 1-0 would have things right now as we stand. South Africa and Eswatini qualifying along with Senegal and Mozambique. South Africa would play Mozambique in a semi-final and Senegal against Eswatini. But as we saw in Group B, things can change with one single goal. Pula Saleng looking for some space again, and a bit of a ricochet. Carries the ball away from Kagiso Malinga, who's always on the left-hand side. Spotted defending as well here by the South African side, and Ayubulela Kobe.
How he has grown in this tournament, Saleng, coming in with a lot of confidence and a lot of belief, looks to take shots from all angles of the field.
Yeah, he certainly does. Dumped over by Chilongoshi.
Chilongoshi blocking Monapule Saleng. We saw earlier on Monapule Saleng doing the same thing on Chilongoshi when he was trying to overlap. So that battle again, it's one to keep an eye on.
Gregory Sanjase making 100% sure he's got enough cover on that near post, and the man who gave away the foul, Zachariah Chilongoshi, is one of those players. Looking for something special here from the set piece. This match referee Brighton Chimene We'll dig into the area, and I think there was a header that was connected with the ball by Malinga. It didn't get enough power on it, though, did the Swallows man. Sanchase with the clearance. We're not quite 10 minutes into the second half just yet, as the ball's chipped forward by Augustine Malinga. Chased back by Sipia. Good bounce of the ball for Pfeiffer. Back it comes from Chipeshi for Zambia. So many Zambians in this team today, the first team lineup that to play the football in South Africa. It's almost as if we're playing in the DSTV Premiership.
The players would know each other very well. I mean, coming across each other twice in the game when they play the DSTV Premiership, and also others being in the same team.
Where Skabasa Chongo, Benedict Chipeshi, again looking for the run from Salalani Piri, doesn't quite find it, but gets the second ball as well, does the right-sided fullback. Will cut inside now, looking for Roderick Kabwe on the left-hand side. Kabwe from Black Leopards. On a free kick for his side. The foul from Muhammad Mart. And they will meet each other. Well, maybe they won't meet each other because Leopards have been relegated from the Premier League to the First Division, and Sekhukhune United are champions in waiting, if I can put it that way, going in the other direction. So maybe they don't meet each other in 2021-22 in South Africa.
With the performance Kabwe has put in for Zambia, he'll actually earn himself another DSTV contract somewhere, because he came out here, gave it his all, played most of the games.
It was a nice dummy initially from Adrian Charmer, but well picked up by Japan Sibanyoni, who's a little bit more mobile today than what I've seen in the past, and a nice little touch there from Monopule Seleng as well. Very nearly fell for Kampani Lungu. FIFA looking to keep a clean sheet on his international debut. Sansinisa scores a goal for Eswatini, his first goal of the tournament. Khamanyani with the reply for Botswana, means he scored against the Lesotho, Zambia and Eswatini, and joins Orobonye, Kampindu, Letsoalo and Shonga on 3 goals apiece in the tournament as the tournament's leading marksman so far. 5 players from 5 different teams now have 3 goals apiece. And see how the semi-finalists separate that situation as far as the Golden Boot Award is concerned. ISAFA 2021, the 20th edition thereof. 20th match of the 20th edition. South Africa, Zambia. 0-0, 20 minutes remaining. 20 years old.
With the substitution of Shonga up front, Muila.
Kampamba! Oh, my word. FIFA drops it in front of Kampani Lungu, who was millimeters away from scoring a goal here.
Lungu coming in, just showing a bit of excitement and what he wants to do. Him and Kampamba, they've been the guys on the thought. Look at Favor. He tried to control it. It hit the tip of his boot, but the recovery to dive onto that ball, it's something special. It shows the concentration of the young man, even though he hasn't been in action.
I don't think that. 12 goal attempts on the course of the day, and out of the 7 creative efforts, South Africa have only had 1 shot on target. 2 out of 5 for Zambia, so not great as far as the offside flag is up against Brian Wheeler, and the ball in the back of the net. It makes no difference whatsoever for Chipolo Polo. Inside assistant referee Petros Bingo from Swatini, and goalkeeper Fafa has taken one for the team. International football's a tough affair, isn't it?
Very tough affair. Welcome, young man. And the offside trap is 100% from the first assistant. But look at that ball. Played